Hello guys, today I'm going to be giving you a quite brief history of one of the most successful clubs in the English game. Well, according to the website at least. This might cause a bit of controversy to others. However, none of these controversies would have existed if we lived pre-World War II, as Sunderland co-dominated the English game alongside some other teams like Preston North End and Aston Villa. Let's go back to 1979 when Sunderland and District Teachers Association Football Club, wow, what a name, was formed and changed their name a year later. Of course, they did to Sunderland AFC, which still stands today. Around 13 years after formation in 1892, the Black Cats won their first league title. And the 1890s and early 1900s were when they were most dominant, winning 4 out of 11 league titles between 1892 and 1902, which is very special for any club, well, except Manchester City, PSG and Bayern. During this period, in 1898, a legendary stadium, Roker Park, was made home for Sunderland. Well, before we move on, I have to highlight some 1902 and 1913 as outstanding seasons. In 1902, the Black Cats obliterated Newcastle 9-1. 9-1. This is the kind of result that sent more than hundreds of families to lifelong therapy, I would assume. In 1913, they started the season with 5 losses in 7 games, the kind of form that you'd expect from Derby County in the late 2000s. And they went on to win 25 of their next 31 games, which is the kind of Liverpool form or Manchester City form we have come to be accustomed with in the last 5 years. And this was a special type of title win. Imagine coming from that kind of disgusting start to win the league. After 1913, the club had a 23-year dry spell, which was ended by Rich Carter and others winning the first division title in 1936, followed by their first FA Cup the next year, and the Charity Shield the year they won the league. In 1937, the same year they won the FA Cup, the Black Cats went on to be runners-up in the Charity Shield. And besides Rich Carter, the Black Cats had a Ghani who went on to become their all-time top goal scorer at 228. And obviously that ain't being broken in any time soon. 2 years after the FA Cup win, World War II started, and when the war ended, Sunderland were never the same again. So in some way, you can blame Hitler for the downfall of Sunderland. Food for thought. Anyways, I'll jump onto 1958 when the Black Cats got relegated for the first time. The Sunderland we all know and love. After a bit of bouncing, in 1973, the Lads won the FA Cup as underdogs, winning against Leeds United, while the Black Cats were in the second tier. This was the only light in a dark period. Talking about light, 24 years later, the Black Cats moved from the legendary Roker Park to the Stadium of Light, which they are still in to this day. 2005-06, the Black Cats were relegated and Roy Keane was thought of as the answer and given the job, and actually did work. If you had asked me if I was alive at that time, of which I wasn't, or I'm not sure. But if I was old enough to be asked questions at that time, I would have told you that no chance was this going to work. But it actually did, and they were champions of the championship. Finishing with 88 points. It then soured from then, and Roy Keane was sacked. Other memorable things during this century are hiring a fascist supporter and a racist guy as their manager, and having a man who has been allowed no a clause to any 15-year-old parties around the UK. Yeah, also, although Sunderland were not performing exactly perfectly, but they were able to beat Newcastle about 1,000 times in a row. I even lost count. And however, although their mascots were hurt, Big Sam then left in 2017 for them to hire David Moyes, who then relegated the club and supposedly abused a person on live TV. Also, the Sunderland players had cameras following them everywhere, probably even on the toilet, and Jack Rodwell was becoming a pest to the club. And besides that, let's go to the positive things. As Sunderland, after some seasons of mid-table and promotion pushing, finally got promoted last season and are currently performing quite well with players like Ahmad Diallo in their team. So essentially that's the story of Sunderland. I'll be doing these videos once in a while because I'm still at school and yeah, there's a problems, but if I can, I really enjoy doing these videos. It's fun researching, it's fun narrating. Yeah, so bye.